What would you do if you arrive in a foreign country with almost no money and you got stuck during pandemic? My next guest turned lose-lose situation into incredible success story. Not only he adapted and survived, but he also built a multi-million-dollar business. From the world of fighting to crypto and entrepreneurship. Dmitry Smolyakov. Tan-tan!
Hello. And 2, 3, 2, bam, bam, bam. Maybe it looks a little bit ridiculous, 40,000, but for Miami it's nothing. No, here is full of opportunity city, like do everything.
Calculate all mistakes which you could make.
And I was helping creating the commercial.
How do you like living in Miami?
Famous people, good money, huge opportunity. Everybody is seeking to do something. Like.
By the way, what is the good money in Miami? Okay, I guess that's what they're training with.
Dino is the most interesting person, like everybody knows him, like from Mayweather to Tyson Fury, like all the celebrities from boxing world was here. And Dino like was last evident who was very close to Muhammad Ali and know all the story about him.
So here we are at the world famous 5th Street Gym.
I feel super special.
You're following big footsteps.
Wow.
Big shoes. You're following the footsteps of Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
And for that matter, 15 other world champions and that started from scratch, plus many other world champions.
So you are a celebrity?
No, I'm not a celebrity. This is the world famous 5th Street Gym because of Muhammad, not because of me.
No, but it's your legacy, right?
I'm doing the best I can to keep the legacy alive for the sake of Muhammad and his trainer Angelo Dundee.
So what is the craziest story?
Well, the best story is when he was training in Pennsylvania, a man called him up and said, can I talk to Muhammad? My son's in the hospital. He has cancer. So Muhammad got on the phone and he said, can you come visit? Can you talk to my son on the phone? Muhammad said no and hung up the phone. And he told everybody, all the coaches, all the team, let's go. Change your clothes, we're driving. They drove like 2 hours or 3 hours to the hospital to visit the boy. So then they're in the hospital and Muhammad comes in and the dad says, what are you doing here? He said, your son's dying of cancer. I can do more than talk from the phone. Where is he? So he went and got the kid. Stuck. He went to the kid and he said to the kid, listen, he was trained for the George Foreman Rumble in the Jungle. He said, listen kid, I'm going to beat George Foreman and you're going to beat cancer. And the kid said, okay champ. 2 weeks later they called Muhammad back. They said he's not going to make it one more day. He's dying today. Can you talk to him? He said no. He stopped doing what he was doing. He said, everybody, let's go. They go back to the hospital. He said to the kid, hey, champ, I told you, I'm going to beat George Foreman and you're going to beat cancer. And the kid said, no, you're going to beat George Foreman. I'm going to tell God that I know Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to do it every time you start training.
Well, this is your most important weapon, you know? It's like this is your Ferrari. This is your gun. This is your weapon. This is everything. So if you don't take care of it,
the bones
you're out of business.
So who's your clients, members now?
Well, you know, I've been very lucky. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I live a few blocks away here on Miami Beach, and we have so many people that come here from all walks of life. We've had, most famously, probably Adriana Lima, the Victoria's Secret supermodel. She trained full time like a fighter.
Wow, every day?
Every 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day. Before the Victoria's Secret fashion show, she would do 2 a days. After her second baby, she lost 60 pounds in 60 days.
So it's with your help?
Correct, exactly.
Who was training her?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tortured the poor girl, but she took it like a champ.
No, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, she was amazing. So
you did cardio, right? Boxing?
Boxing, cardio, weights, strength and conditioning, running, swimming, on the beach in the deep sand. We do it all. Because variety is important. You don't want, your mind is as important as your body. You don't want to be bored.
Yeah, I thought boxing is only here.
No, it's everywhere.
Oh, interesting.
We go on the track. We go to the beach, we go to the weight room, we go everywhere to make you as well-rounded as possible.
Do you have many clients, members here who just doing it for fun?
Most people do it for fitness.
For fitness.
And they don't want to do it on the treadmill. They don't want to be bored. They want to change. You know? So that's why they come to us. And then I had one guy, he was 70 years old, 70. And he went to compete in Las Vegas for the Grand Championships of the amateurs. And he's the world champion from 70 to 79-year-old people. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe I will be the next.
That's it. Since the 5th Street Gym, especially when Muhammad was here. But even since then, it's had such a reputation. Many people have been here. Most notably Frank Sinatra, the Beatles, In recent years, we've had Dave Chappelle and Ludacris. I forget all the names because I just train everybody. I teach everybody the same. A lot of times celebrities, can you shut the doors for us? We want to be private. I said, we didn't shut the door for Muhammad Ali. We're definitely not going to shut the door for you.
And what they saying?
They come, they're okay, no problem. They want to come, they want to be part of the legacy, you know? So they have to be a little humble, and they suck it up, and they do their work, and they get treated like a fighter, not like a celebrity.
Yeah, I like that, I like that. So how people find out about your studio here?
Well, you know, we're hidden in the alley, so it's word of mouth. So if you don't know, you don't know.
I didn't know.
So you have to be invited, essentially.
So yeah,
if you're not invited by someone that's close to us, then you can't come. Here, it's very intimate. If we don't like you, we don't want you here.
Okay, hopefully you're gonna like me. So next location will be down north.
Aventura, you'll be my partner.
Okay, I like that.
Okay,
I like that.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do
Russian style. So there's a lot of the stories go on and on about Muhammad. He's got so much character, so much color, and there's a very famous story of he lived in Overtown. In the 60s, black people weren't allowed to live in Miami Beach against the law.
Interesting.
So he lived in a neighborhood called Overtown, which was traditionally a nice, good stores, good restaurants, but all catered to black people. He would run over the bridge, and when he was running one day, the cops stopped him and said, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" It was before he was world champion. And he said, I'm Muhammad Ali. I won the gold medal in the Olympics. And they were like, "Yeah, who cares?" They're like, "Oh, but I'm going to train with Angelo." They said, "Oh, you're with Angelo. Okay, go ahead." And then they had a nice relationship.
So how many times you train per week?
You know, as a 53-year-old man, I try to get 3 workouts in a week. I try to stay in shape just enough to be able to train the guys. You know, when you have to hold mitts for heavyweights, that's a lot of impact. You're holding working with them. We take them to the beach, we take them to the track. So I'm always active, but I try to get 3 workouts in a week.
And what about the food? What do you eat? What is your diet?
I eat everything, but the fighters cannot.
Yeah,
typically, I try to get the fighters for their size. Everyone's different, but a piece of meat the size of their hand, vegetables the size of 2 hands, and carbs, rice, pasta, potato, the size of a fist. And that's your diet, because it's always with you. You go to the restaurant, you travel, always here. A piece of meat, vegetables, carbohydrates.
No sugar.
No sugar.
No soda, only water.
Water, there's a little bit of variety there. Iced tea, lemonade, homemade though.
Yeah.
One of the drinks we give the fighters is a water, sparkling water, lemonade, lemon juice, sea salt, and raw honey.
Oh, sea salt.
It works like Gatorade, but no chemicals.
Yeah.
You make it at home yourself.
Cool. So what the best advice you can give to the boys who starting their journey?
The most important thing is just show up every day. That's it. Some days are good days, some days are bad days. Some days you win in the gym, some days you lose in the gym. Sometimes you're the hammer, and sometimes you're the nail. It's okay. You just got to keep showing up.
How important in our society to be able to fight and stand up for yourself?
I think that not only do you have to have the ability physically to actually defend yourself, but you have to develop the confidence in yourself by witnessing yourself accomplishing the ability to protect yourself, because then you believe in yourself. And even if you're negotiating the rent for your house, or you're trying to buy a car, or the next door neighbor has a problem with you, you have a confidence that they can feel. And when they feel your confidence, you have much more presence. And you have presence, you can control the situation. When you control the situation, you win.
Where are you from?
Chicago.
I like your accent.
Thanks.
Originally, you're Italian.
My grandparents are from Italy, yeah. And actually, half is Irish from Ireland, half is Italian. That's my mother. And her parents are 100% from Sicily.
Do you like Miami?
I love Miami. I came here in 2008, and I'm not leaving.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I came here for training in American Top Team, preparing for the fight. And I had a contract for MMA fight. Turn to me. Later I got the offer to have a fight against one very famous guy, and that guy was from Russia. Was very famous, like huge name. I don't know how to pronounce him. Huge name. We had a conflict between me and him, like very principal conflict, and this conflict even until this day, still not figured out. And I came here to start training boxing. So the principal fight we're supposed to get very good money in Moscow. The stadium Luzhniki, huge fight. I came here by working visa, yes. And visa was expired. Then like for very short I had 2 visas, and for very short I had tourist visa, yes, and like I was staying for tourist visa. COVID started and I supposed to decide something, like all the fights was cancelled, and I needed to do something. Like Dino helped me, like, and at that moment it was a price 6,000-8,000 for working visa, like for 3 years to pay, and Dino paid for me. So just he doesn't know me, he just paid for me, like, I don't know, I feel like you good guy. And he gave me lawyer, he paid for me. Later he said, when you have money, like, you pay back. I said, okay, now I pay back for him pretty quick. Since that time, he became for me very close.
Of course.
Yeah, there is a lot of gyms around, like Boxar, very fancy gym. Others gyms, but I'm not switching this gym just because of person, like, you know.
Absolutely, it's your family.
Yeah, since that moment, yes. Very underground atmosphere. Like you see, the door is not closing. Yes, like for example, at the same time you can be one step outside, one step inside. Sometimes we're training outside, and here is coming like very famous and interesting people just because to see Dino. When the Dino is training, like everybody is enjoying. We have like 4 basic punches. Yeah, the first jab. Yeah. Second is like right hand, hook left, and hook right. Yeah, that's enough. So when you send. When you said jab, yes, so little bit bring your body and turn inside like 90 degree, like straight.
Yeah.
Your fist. Yes, here. Let's try. Bam. Try.
Only one.
Yes, 1 second, don't rush. And bam. Good. And we will join all these punches together. Bam. Okay. And back one. Yes, like make it straight.
Straight.
Yes. Slip, under. One more. Slip, under. 1, 2, under. Okay. 1, 2, under. Don't rush. Just look at me what I mean. 1, 2, under. Good. 1 second. 1, 2. No. 1, 2. Hop. 1, 2. Good. Step. Turn to me. That's boxing.
No, I was making a pose for Instagram.
Bam. Hop. Good. Now bring it here. A little bit elbow. Yeah. Bam. Okay, good. 1. Nice. Jab. Boom. And 2, 3, 2. Bam. Jab. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 2. Good. Slip. Under. Hop. Under. Hop. Good. 1, 2. Bam. 1, 2. Think.
So my next move will be moving the tire, probably. Okay, I guess that's what they're training with the tire.
Yes. No. From down. Yes. Let's go up.
Of course not. You do it.
I will.
Okay, show me. Oh my God, look at him, huh?
This is after.
Wow.
Exercises. You just push on until the.
You're strong.
Yes, that's life history gym. Listen, this is the boxing gym. Hands we already was training, yes? Need legs.
Yeah, I was asking, where is the legs? I like
legs
kicks.
is here. Oh,
Kicks.
It's later. Now, just a little bit pressure on your feet, okay? So repeat for me 1 minute.
Okay.
And you will see.
And if I will fall in a hole?
Yeah. Next time, when you come to the Fifth Street gym, please wear this.
Wear this.
That's for you. World famous Fifth Street gym. Okay, and even like when you start watching movie Muhammad Ali, like on Netflix you can find or somewhere.
Okay.
There is like beginning of the movie, there is like big sign, world famous Fifth Street gym, and he's jumping on the rope. So you are part of this.
I'm so proud.
Yes, you're very good.
Thank you.
Listen, there is no training without quality food, or at least quality coffee. The atmosphere, good coffee, maybe good breakfast or lunch. We always having after the training. Yes, that's why I invited you to have in this beautiful place, very fancy, interesting place in the middle of Miami downtown, to have a coffee and then let's talk a little bit.
Okay. Actually, I was driving here for many times, but I never seen this place. It's super cool. It's a plane in the middle of Edgewater.
Yeah, that's fuselage of Boeing. Like you are coming and feeling like you are in the middle of airport. So right now we're gonna buckle up, land, having some coffee. Let's go inside. Through the ramp, please.
Thank you.
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep.
No, but nothing is beeping. Okay, we are available to go. And you see, even Bex is here. Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That's funny.
Guys, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. It's gonna help my growing project.
So I came, start training, yes, like I had a fight, very good money, like expected from, and got the news, COVID, whole world shut down. So what need to do? Like I was thinking, what I can do in this case. Thanks to the God, and we got lucky. We've been in Florida. Florida wasn't locked. Yes, it was available to do something. Like gyms was open, like stores was open, the streets wasn't closed. So not like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I decided to create this YouTube channel, like you.
Oh, by the way, yeah, let's talk about your YouTube channel.
Yes, I decided to create a YouTube channel because I was coming to the training like nothing to do, and I knew some guys had the sponsorship, had the views, they got some money from YouTube, and I thought maybe it's good business, maybe. And I tried because I knew many different guys like Dustin Poirier, like George Masvidal, Andrei Arlovsky, like many former UFC very famous guys, not even former, like current. And they agreed to help me to give some interviews, some videos, and I was doing exactly the same, like was taking them, like going outside, like having conversation, but no English at all, like trying to remember the sentences, what I wanted to ask. And it was very funny, guys, they understood what I want, but my English barrier was so high, like it was so difficult to overjump. But I started and I did it. The YouTube is helping like to communicate with the people. Yes, for example, you're getting close. Some people seeing you on like in the internet. Yes, some people were stopping me outside, like, oh, I saw your YouTube channel in Poland, like in somewhere else in the middle of America.
Wow, that's
like
cool.
New York. Yeah, and people like, oh, you have a YouTube channel, I was watching you. Yeah, it's a cool video with like 1, 2, 3, like
yeah.
I love that interview with somebody. Like, I said, wow, that was very impressive. In Times Square, can you imagine the guy who was riding me, like he was shooting me, oh, you are a YouTuber. Yeah. I was excited. Like, can you imagine like people like driving bicycle, they watching on the phone my video, like you never can imagine.
So why you stopped?
Not really stopped, like I moved to business. And with this business helped to me and Rizvan. Those guys very famous in the sport. Rizvan is a very successful manager. He has like tens, maybe hundreds of fighters in the best league of the world and having good money. Like they created a business here in Miami. They wanted to make a streaming platform and the MMA league. Eagle FC, like Khabib Nurmagomedov, he is very famous. His nickname is like Eagle. Yeah, and after he was retired, like he created Eagle FC Fighting League. The guys, they rented very close from here, like 2-3 minutes driving, close to downtown Miami. Big league studio. It's former Nickelodeon studio.
It still exists.
The league does not exist. They took a pause for a while. Facility still yes. There is like, it was so huge, like 2 soccer fields under one roof, and some additional spots. Huge. They paid like 300,000 monthly or something. Rizwan invited me to work with him and help him in the commercial for his fighting league. And as you know, yes, when you start business, you, for example, trying to do by yourself, yes, creating by yourself idea and following your idea. And definitely you will get some news for improvements, yes, for example, like my first step or second or third, I would do different, because like here we lost, we made mistake, like, or it took too much time. They were just doing and learning at the same time. All the businesses that you started, like it's impossible to do
to calculate all mistakes which you could make, correct?
Yes, possibly you will have some mistakes. That's only important, not a huge mistake. That's normal.
Yeah.
And I was helping to creating the commercial, like real commercial. Like I already started understanding how it have to create the good video to promote some fights. It was successful. Like, can you imagine first event like was watching like over 500,000 people live.
Yeah.
That's very good numbers. And guys, they wanted to create a streaming platform. Streaming platform is very tough business, like Dyson, Netflix, Amazon, huge giants in this business already. They have a content, they have a budget, so like to be concurrent with them, it's not easy at all, even if when you have money. My offer was, hey guys, maybe to create a game, for example, game Eagle FC, game Real Promotion is fighting real people, like with huge numbers of subscribers, let them be inside of the game.
Yeah.
They were thinking about, but they were still focusing on streaming, yes. And at the same time, they were like all the people who is trying to be in a modern world. Always was seeking in the crypto and buying, selling something, trading.
You started it in Miami, or you was doing
I started with my friends, those guys in the office.
No, I'm talking about crypto.
Yes, I was always passing their cabinets, rooms, like, and they like, oh look, Bitcoin raised, some shitcoin raised. Oh, we made money, like 50,000. Like what? I wanted to, like, and at that time when I came to Miami, I had no money. I had money, but money like is running away. No, very quick.
Of course. No.
Even here is a very expensive, and like you cannot just hold like and sit until the best time. No, it will be running. You're supposed to do something. Yeah, and started asking like, please teach me. And there is one very nice guy, friend of Rizwan, who is a manager of the fighters. He is Surhai. He is manager of Hezbollah, small Hezbollah, you know. He is managing him, and Surhai was here in the office. Like I asked him, can you teach me a little bit, at least like for crypto, because I want like you clicking something like, oh,
and
plus 1,000,
yes,
plus 2,000, plus 3,000. I need it. He said, of course. And he asked me, how much money do you have? I said, 5,000. Okay, 5,000 convert to USDT. No problem. What I do? What am I supposed to do? He said, no, okay, send money there, like, and you will receive on your wallet USDT. Using this USDT, buying like Saitama token. I'm not promoting right now. I said, what is the next step? And he said, we have some different cryptos, but if you want to make real quick money, I can advise one project. I said, yes, I want a real quick money, please.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, I invested $5,000 to Saitama token, and it jumped from 50 to 160 like in 3 weeks. But he said there is gonna be representation, like let's say 15th of November, yeah, and all tokens supposed to have utility, like to use this token for something, for some reason. That token must be used for supposed to be used for crypto wallet, and it's like fee, yeah. If you have like Saitama, you paying some fee, keeping it for crypto and exchanging. And he said, if they do not represent this wallet and move it to another date, sell this token, like, and forget about it forever. I was carefully like waiting for this presentation in Las Vegas because like I was expecting more jump or something. Like, can you imagine from 5,000
Yeah.
there is already 160. It was here like 11 o'clock early morning in Russia and 8 o'clock in Las Vegas. And they brought cameras, they brought everything to have a huge announce.
Yeah.
And they made a mistake. Can you imagine like thousands, no, hundreds of thousands people were buying this token all around the world. And I got the news like from MGM Grand. MGM Grand did not allow them professional cameras because they didn't make improvement with
Yeah.
MGM Grand. Can you imagine a huge project like this where there's like hundreds of millions already involved? They made stupid mistakes, didn't make improvement from MGM Grand, and they did not allow to bring professional cameras. Even like Shaquille O'Neal, Barack Obama came there. Like, what they decide? They invited in the last minute a lot of bloggers with huge numbers of subscribers.
Yeah.
So they supposed to be filming it from their phones. No professional cameras, like phones
Yeah.
is allowed. What they did, they brought some cocaine, some crazy stuff, alcohol, bloggers.
Yeah.
Start doing this, like filming themselves, getting crazy, like, and people started disappointing, start selling it, talking.
You didn't sell?
Of course I sell.
You sold it before.
No. I start like watching like last 160, 155, 145, 135. I was calling in Russia like to Rizwan. We've been living here in area on the bay, right here. Like he was not answering on the phone because there was 7 in the morning. Like, and I start calling to everybody, help me, help me, help me. I need to sell. Explain me how.
You didn't know how to sell.
Can you imagine? I didn't know how to sell
God.
because I bought it from website, brought it to the my wallet, and from wallet I couldn't sell. I supposed to transfer it to the crypto exchange, and from crypto exchange to transfer. Finally, Rizwan the answer. He sold me everything. Like it was about 80,000 only, so double down, but still very profitable. And since that moment, I decided like I do not gonna work hard like until we have this kind of way like to make money from crypto.
So, and since then you started your crypto adventure.
Yes. My
So what are
crypto
you?
adventure.
So what are you doing now?
Now I'm doing like trading for myself. I needed to understand what is it futures trading, what is the spot trading, how it works different. For example, I had one Bitcoin like, and I was trading to myself during 1 year. I was making monthly another one Bitcoin. The price was about from 18 up to 22, 23 in like 2020, 2021. It helps me to manage some money to make some business for myself, to leave money for myself as well for living. Strategy was simple. On the noise, when it's high, sell. When it like bad news or something drop down, buy. Like, and I was making from 22 or something, 22, 23,000, like double monthly. Such is good.
Yeah.
When you have no money, like when you have no job. So there is, you need to understand, there is 2 different ways how to make money in crypto, like spot trading and futures. Futures is pretty hard. And you can make fast money, like me was making on Saitama, but you can lose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, spot trading, like, okay, you bought Bitcoin, like, okay, let's say $90,000, yes? Even if price goes down, it's still 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, if price goes up, like, it's still 1 Bitcoin. But if you, for example, expecting the price supposed to go down and price goes up, and you playing with the futures, if price going not your way and different opposite way, you can lose everything. And there is some strategy have to manage money, but it's long story.
What this game is about?
The game is about like this. The story was simple. Like people are fighting with each other. Like for example, you betting token on yourself, I betting token on myself. Like, and the winner gets sold, and the platform, such as giving the opportunity to play, is taking their platform percentage, like a couple percent, 1, 2, 3.
So I can play this game now.
You can play this game now, like, and the game is on the way still building. but this summer is gonna be released. We have two games. One game is like Web3, it's like for PC, personal computer, and another game for mobile version. PC is already available to play, and mobile version is gonna be released.
And the name of the
Mazuri GameFi.
Mazuri?
Mazuri.
How do you like living in Miami?
Miami is amazing. Can you imagine so many people who I was watching on the TV? Like, I came to the gym.
Yeah.
The beautiful girl is jumping on the row, coaching, like screaming something like, do this, like jumping rows, like push-ups, pull-ups. I didn't know, like, it was Adriana Lima, One day, for example, I'm doing something like Floyd Mayweather is coming inside. I'm doing some stuff. I came for training, like Tyson Fury is getting inside.
What about you? Do you right now fight, or that's it? You do this only as a hobby?
I love for everything regarding fighting. I'm watching UFC. I'm still coming to American Top Team.
But you're not participating?
I'm not participating. Coming to American Top Team, helping to the fighters, such as fighting current fighters, such as fighting for UFC right now, heavyweights or some Russian guys and Polish guys, having fun. Yes, it's hard to put it all together to be a professional fighter and to be in business. It's impossible, because if you want to be a fighter, you're supposed to devote yourself like training twice a day. At least 10 hard trainings per week.
That's what you used to do?
Yes.
How much money you would make per fight?
Oh, it depends. It depends. So if you're winning or you're losing. Like,
so if you're winning?
If I was winning, like, I was making not much, like $50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
It's a good amount.
It's not really good amount, because you're supposed to pay for coach, you're supposed to pay for gym, you're supposed to pay for manager, like possibly you have some debts, that you're supposed to cover, and there is nothing after the fight.
How many fights you can have per year?
That's very good question, because team games, like for example NBA, they have I don't know, like 100 games per year, like every 1 per 3 days they have a game. They have like NFL, they play very often, or something like MLB very often. I don't know, like 200 games per year, per season. MMA fighter maximum can have like 3 fights, and you're supposed to continue winning. As soon as you lost, you drop down again. Very tough, very hard business. Like, and they have after fight post-traumatic
periods, right?
Periods, yes, because like that's every fight. It's stress.
Of course.
Yes, and after the fight, like when the fight is over, no matter won or lost, you feel like a couple days later, like the stress leave, like stress is leaving you. You was under the pressure, even you do not afraid, like you're not afraid to close the door behind you when when the cage is closing, but still you are stressing.
You was fighting in a cage?
Yes, cage.
Oh my God.
Door closed, and we get inside, like let's survive somebody, and you signing the paper, like in case if you die, like you not judge the league.
Wow.
So that's very serious. That's more than funny game, That's no soccer.
No.
That's no baseball. You can die at there.
Of course.
People are losing their health, and it's very. After UFC, after MMA, it's impossible even to watch soccer. Like they touch each other a little bit, like falling, like scrambling. I don't know.
And
like screaming, like girls. They just literally touched him, and he's already knee. I don't know, ankle. MMA, like elbow, knee.
And you're still fighting?
Yeah, still fighting. The blood is here, like your eyes already on the floor, like still put it back.
Oh my God.
Still continue fighting. Everything like after the fight is blue. You're broken totally. If this fight is tough.
Oh my God. Have you ever had situation when you had to choose between your relationship and your career?
I always choose something like between relationship and career. Like everybody, I could get to the family life from the childhood, like did my guys who I was studying with, like from the school. After the school, they got married. Right now, we have like two kids. Yes, like kids are already 20 years old. They already have airbags like this. Old, unbelievable how. I don't know why they're getting old so quick. Maybe because they got married so early.
Man, what?
Yeah, they got married so early, and now like they looking like 60 years old. I don't know. The people who got married like after 30, 35, young. I'm 40.
Yeah.
And I feel like so.
Yeah, all your life you didn't have stress with the kids, but you had another stress with fights. So I don't know what is better.
But sport is keeping your health much better.
Yeah, I agree.
And between like to stuck in my city, to stuck in my area where I'm from, I choose to do
Follow
something. Yeah, to do something following the career, like to see better life.
So right now you live in Miami. What do you think in future you're gonna end up being with the Eastern European lady or with American? Have you ever dated American?
American are very beautiful, and that will be very surprisable for you. But I think the American, especially Latina, are more honest ladies than from Eastern Europe. But I still believe Eastern European girls the most beautiful. The problem only after they came to United States, something exchanged. That's what I noticed. That it's unexplainable. What?
They want a better life. They think that they deserve a better life.
For example, if you request a better life, you're supposed to be at the same level.
Yeah.
At least, no, okay, plus minus. But if you are very low and trying to get here, it's impossible. No, but I saw some crazy stories. Like, for example, in Russia, she had no chance and was getting married here, like totally successful. But and I saw at the same time very beautiful girls, like looking like Hollywood is.
Yeah, and
she needs to go to Hollywood, and she's totally unhappy. Yeah, and broken life because of something. It's like just need to get lucky in this question, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of beautiful people suffering and crying in home alone. No beautiful people having happy family. Like nobody knows like formula.
What about you? How much money did you have when you came to America? Maybe you have some epic stories. Share. I would love to read it.
Yes, because here it's like a fairy tale. I know a lot of people who came without money and they achieved something, and they achieved even over much they was expecting from.
And lost it.
Yeah,
I heard many stories like that as well.
Yeah, they was expecting some good life like they had in their countries and lost everything. Like some of them returned back, some of them like got to absolutely simple life.
Yeah.
So
how much money you need to have to feel comfortable in Miami per month?
I think like a good apartment, like at least 5,000-6,000. It's at least. So let's say $200 per day for coffee, gas. It's like something yes to eat. For example, we going to cafe like paying. It's already 12,000. You're supposed to buy some t-shirt, shirt, invite somebody like for a date or something like, let's say 6,000 more and 2,000 extra. About 20,000. Maybe it looks a little bit ridiculous, 20,000, but for Miami it's nothing. No, here is full of opportunity city. Like you can make this money.
Yeah.
20,000, and you will start feeling good. You will start feeling good, and there is no limit, of course. You can exceed the price. And I know many young guys who has crypto portfolio, crypto wallet. They have millions, like 5, 10, like they only 25 or something.
Do you think the Bitcoin will keep growing?
Bitcoin will exchange price for sure. That's like manipulation of the market. Yes. So for example, BlackRock was buying like even 6 months ago 20,000 Bitcoins like per day. Bitcoin and crypto market, it's like kind of under manipulation, and nobody knows to where they're gonna direct this market. But mostly of everything regarding market, like and regarding crypto-oriented people, pointing like and saying that Bitcoin is gonna hit 200, 300, and like 10 years ago, like people were surprised for Bitcoin. What is it? To pay 1,000? It's a lot. Then later I was listening like 10,000 for a Bitcoin. It's impossible. And now it's like 100. Everything is possible, you know. It's like Adidas. Everything is possible.
What qualities do you look in a partner?
What quality in a partner of business or partner of life?
For the life, yeah.
For life. Listen, it's simple things, yes. Pure relationship, yes. When the people sincere to you, we already saw everything in our life. Like we are not 20 years, and the most important values part of character is like pureness. You cannot choose your partner because of some part of character. Just need to wait for the love, real love. When it's real love and you feel it, like I'm thinking about her, like I'm not tired when I'm looking at her, like we are not tiring of each other, like we can spend time, days, weeks together, like, and enjoying of this moment, like, and for example, when I rush home, yes, like I'm falling, I'm dropping, but I'm still bringing it all together and trying to come earlier as soon as possible just because of her, like that's the relationship. And I wish to everybody, to myself, to you, to everybody, to him, this kind of relation when somebody is waiting for you, when you're waiting for somebody who is really loving you, and that's the most important. When nature is correct, when nature gave us real love, that then all the things will be put it correct and right. So if to be honest, what I'm waiting from the ladies, just kindness, to be kind. That's no impossible. Good people without kindness.
I agree.
If kind man, kind lady, possibly they have everything to have all what they need in their life.
What is your favorite places in Miami? Where do you
My
hang
favorite place, I'm coming to downtown. There is downtown and the Brickell. There is some restaurants where it's people nice dressed, yes, and it really exchanged my mood. Yeah, coming like people are dressed in a suit, t-shirts. And when I want to get to different world, I'm coming to Key Biscayne, feeding some birds, going to lighthouse, watching for dolphins, like eating some fish, fresh fish in a restaurant, or coming to South Beach. For example, I'm living in a Russian area where it's like Sunny Isles, where is a lot of Russian.
Do you hang out there?
Yes, I'm hanging out there. Like I have a fantastic friends. Can you imagine? Like people are saying, in America it's impossible to get friends. No, here is super good people, super good friends, the same like everywhere, and still they want to be friendly. And we have already group. We have in Wednesday, Banya. We going like all the Russian food.
By the way, where is the good bunny in Miami?
Couple good spots I'm gonna give you for
like,
sure.
For example?
You will love it. We going to private house. There is like Banya here on Collins Avenue, very old, like 100 years. It's already 100 years. Banya open about plus minus. Just open again. Like you remember, like 3 years ago, there was fall down building, and Banya was closed on Collins Avenue because it was like under inspection. Maybe like Banya, water and salt.
I know
same,
that Banya.
Yeah, can do the same for the building where is Banya right now. But it was open like month ago again, and Turkish Banya too.
The new one.
Yeah, new one close to Sunny Isles
also.
And there is gonna be open on Hollywood one more Banya again.
That's nice.
Yes, like in 2-3 months, another Russian opening. So Banya, Sport, South Beach, we've been to here. Key Biscayne, nightlife. Like I have some places like Leaf, for example, to go. Gecko. And you never find the same something like even like people saying about Moscow, super good place, like a lot of restaurants. No, here is better, here is more. And service, like people are saying best service somewhere else, like I never seen better service than here in Miami. For me, it's here, number one.
Who should I interview next? Drop suggestion below this video and I will make sure to interview them.